So I found this podcast, Simple German News Stories at A2, that has been going for a while and puts out a recent news story discussion every weekday. Well, not always. The day after I found this podcast, on a Monday, it didn't post anything the rest of that week. But the following Monday it did. So I'm not guaranteeing anything here. Anyway, the posts range from just under 10 minutes to just over 20 minutes. I know that's vague, but lengths are quite variable. Now, my first thoughts when starting to listen to this was, oh no, that's an AI voice, and I was just about to click off when what seemed to be two real people started talking. So let's talk about the AI first. The podcasts are topped and tailed by what is almost certainly an AI voice, advertising the Lingua Simplify app, which is currently only available for Apple, so I cannot even look at it. However, it is advertised on the podcast as news stories for you to read, set to your level by AI. So basically rewritten by AI, or written from scratch, who knows. You can probably guess what I think about that by now. Let's get back to the podcast. So recent news stories, not necessarily on the day something has happened, discussed in reasonable depth by a male and female presenter. This is a fairly normal discussion, probably slower than regular speech, but doesn't sound falsely slow. The news topics are not necessarily easy ones to understand, but some of the vocabulary is explained within the podcast. I cannot understand all of what is being said, not by a long shot. I don't have enough vocabulary behind me yet, but because I know roughly what's being talked about. Oh yes, I forgot to say the titles are in English. Anyway, because most of the topics are related to what's been in news reports that I've seen, I can still follow along and get the gist of it. Because it's just one specific topic, it's perhaps a little better than just listening to the radio, for me at this stage, although that doesn't mean I'm going to stop listening to the radio. The length of the podcasts makes it a little unrealistic for me, and possibly for you, to listen to every day. But perhaps once or twice a week I can look to see if there's something of particular interest, or a topic that I know about that I can listen to. If you think you might like to do that too, the link to the podcast on Spotify is in the description. Oh yes, and it does have auto-generated subtitles. Those are variable.